Service for those who are new. I'm also at your service. So what do you say we get into the video, huh? Now, I originally was going to do a video on about being punk, but I can't exactly do that because there's more to it than I can explain and keep up with. So instead of doing that, I decided to do a little how-to-ish video on just minor guitar works, and I'm going to be using, of course, my own guitars with this. So first thing is first is make sure you have the correct necessity things you're going to need, which include screwdriver, maybe a couple of them. You might need Phillips head, or not Phillips head. Well, yeah, Phillips head screwdriver. One of the needlepoint pliers, and of course, wrenches that would fit. Now, usually you'd be doing this without the strings, but you know what? I don't really need any string changes, so that takes care of that. So, anyways, what you want to do is one of the things you want to do is make sure your the pick guard on the Strat right here is all snug as a bug in a rug, because this not only protects this from scratching for the most part, kind of ish, but it also protects from any outside elements, dirt, sweat, grime, whole 9 yards. All right. And you also want to make sure you can get these right here as well, where the selector switch is. There we go. And now there's a lot of different ways to do this. I would not do this on anybody else's guitar like this, but I also take the needle points and take off the knobs like so. These ones are actually coming off extremely easy, which is always good. Also, might want to do the jack that has the output jack as well. So what you want to do is take a wrench, make sure it fits. You want to kind of snug those up a little bit too, just enough. Like that, and of course put them back on. So, however way you like. So, now there are tools to take these tone knobs and knobs off. I do not have the correct funding to get them. Believe me, I would if I could. Make it a hell of a lot easier. How I get these off in general for other people, I actually do a little bit more different way. Let's go to the neck of the guitar, huh? The headstock and neck. Come on, you bitch ass motherfucker. There we fucking go. So, we have the string trees. Make sure they are on snug as a bug in a rug or whatever, as per usual. Then what you want is to take, again, a wrench that fits. And this, how I'm doing it though, is for more of intermediate, kind of professional-ish way, for your own guitar, like I said. So you just kind of tighten those up a little bit like that, like so, to make sure they are good. You don't want to over-tighten them. Next thing we're going to do is flip it over. Sometimes there'll be screws back here. This time there is not. But we do want to make sure, since there are screws right here, want to make sure those are tightened. You don't really, because that will help it tune easier. So, I'm just going to put this between my legs like this. That way, you can see, but at the same time, it is not slipping. What you want to do while you're doing these are just kind of hold the tuner in place, and just kind of snug it like that, and like that, and like that. Bada bing, bada bing. All right, now let's say we go to the right here now. All right, so another thing you might want to try to make sure is the back plate of the bolt-on neck are tight. Another thing, this right here, the back plate of the electronics, make sure you have a screwdriver that fits. Make sure they are tight because, again, this also protects the insides of it. So, there we go. Alright, another thing that I like to do, because I've had this happen a couple fucking times, and it sucks when it happens, is, let me just move this up. The strap buttons, right? Make sure they are good and snug. Let's see if I can. Make sure they are tightened. You know, because nothing is worse when a guitar falls off of you when the strap comes off and it, you know, I mean, hell, and the guitar breaks. You don't want your guitar to break unless you do it yourself for whatever reason. And, you know, I personally don't like breaking guitars. I love my guitars. Oh, sometimes more than people. So, let's go from a Strat to a Les Paul style. Where did I put that freaking thing? So, this one is, of course, going to be a little bit more different because it is a little bit more heavier. And I don't know where the heck I put that thing. Oh, here it is. Right underneath my feet. So, another thing, you want to make sure it's kind of like even as can be. So, let's say we start right here, huh? So, starting off on the bottom of the guitar, or the body of the guitar, make sure that these are, of course, tight as can be. You know, just make sure they're snug. You see that? That's not exactly snug. The pick guard, I mean, granted, you don't really need a pick guard for when it comes to a Les Paul, and some people like them, some people don't. I believe if it comes with a pick guard, leave it on. If it doesn't come with a pick guard, you don't have to have one, you know. Alright, make sure the pickup rings are, again, snug as can be. I'm also going to be kind of cleaning this one off a little bit after I do all this work. So again, we are going to take a hold of that. Oh, there we go. There we go. When I fix people's guitars, I usually make sure I have a cloth or something if I have to use pliers. I try not to. So, what we do now is, again, same, you know, pretty much same concept, you know, take a wrench or something like that, you know, or something that will tighten these up real nice. Just enough, you know, just, whoop, shit, make them snug. You know, you don't need to over tighten. You don't need to, you know, see, this one's a little bit loose. That's why it's always good to do this every now and then. I would, like I said, I'd usually do this if I would need to change strings. There we go. And now I'm actually, while I have these off, because it's actually much more easier and more better to clean off a guitar if you have some of the components off, come to think of it. So, I'm going to be doing a few more in this video, a couple more different guitars in this video, as well as the, you know, the usual Stratocaster and Les Paul styles. I have a Les Paul Special that I'm also be gonna do, and a Les Paul Junior style that I'm going to be do. Like I said, I just wanna all I'm doing right now though is so So a lot of this stuff that I'm doing now is just more of a quick little thing. You know, it's not really a very deep, deep-tailed or whatever. You know, so a lot of other different things you can do. I actually was watching a video on something else about caring for guitars. Alright, so like I said, I'm only going to do a little quick clean. I'm going to put these little knobbers back on. No, I don't know if you can notice, but I put grip in. But if you're wondering why I put grip tape on the speed knobs, because if I'm playing and I'm sweating, those speed knobs aren't going to do much good. So that's why I have grip tape. You can get grip tape from almost any hardware store. Heck, you might be, if you have a skateboard shop or something like that, you can probably get it from there as well. Alright, so I think this one is tone, and this one, oh wait, this is tone. I should have kept them separate. So there we go. Alright, what do you say we go to the front of the guitar now? So, pretty much the same thing. You know, I'm going to also make sure that this little truss rod cover is snug. Now, I'm going to make sure that I have one that fucking fits. There we go. Make sure, again, they are snug. You don't really need to over-tighten them or strip them to make them work good, you know. Just tighten. Like I said, I would usually do a full one. Yeah, that's better. So let's flip it over, huh? Yep, flip it over. Oh, crud. Alright, so these ones, as you see, I don't know how well you can see though. Let's actually move this a little bit more further down. I don't know how you can see, but there are screw holes right here. Not screw holes, but what is it called? Yeah, screws anyways, that you can make sure, again, they're all snug. And like I keep saying, you don't need to over tighten them. You don't need to, just enough to, just tight enough to, same thing with these, you know, if they have things right here, just hold on to the tuner, like so. I can't see. There we go. Hold on to the tuner. Oop. Like, you know, as long as you can get a good grip on it, right? So I'm gonna, I don't know how well you can see. Just kind of hold it tightly, kind of, you know, just kind of, you know, snug as a, you know, just snug them up. Let's try it this way, like that, and tell you, they don't make it easy for people who are left-handed. That's for freaking sure. Alright, let's try it with my right hand. Like that, and then like so. I wonder if I can zoom in. Nope. So, there's that one. Oh, wait. Kind of. So, let's not forget these backs, huh? I mean, heck, don't want to forget them. Make sure, again, they are snug, because this is where the electronic cavities are. You know? Well, there's that one. And let's say we go to a Les Paul Special. Can't you tell? Style. I don't really have a, this pickguard isn't as important because this isn't exactly hiding anything. But it's always good to do, either way. Make sure this right here is tightened as well, which I forgot to do it. The pickup selector. Let me see here. Make sure these right here, again, are, see, that one's a little loose. So, I know you're probably seeing some screws missing, but that's because if I'm doing a show and something happens to my guitar, I can easily take care of that. Oh, one thing I also forgot to mention on that guitar, on the Candy Apple Red guitar, is when you also want to do the jack plate as well. Make sure that is snug, I'm not going to do these ones again. I mean, you've already seen me do that on a couple other videos. And already, or a couple other guitars. Hold on a quick sec. Oh, motherfucker. No, I've already did this guitar, but I might as well go over with you. So this has a dog ear P90, so just make sure the screws on the ears are good. Again, this pickguard isn't as important, but if you like your pickguards like I do, if they come with a guitar, just make sure they're tightened. Same thing with this cavity plate. The cavities, make sure they're tight, snug. Like I said, I already did this guitar, so I don't know why I'm redoing it. But, and now let's do an actual, real different one. Let's say this Gibson ES. Not ES, but it's a semi-hollow body Les Paul. It's pretty, well, actually, all of what I'm doing is just pretty much the same thing. Making sure that everything is snugged and, make sure it's all good. Because well taken care of guitar is a happy guitar. That was stupid. But anyways, yeah. So I hope you enjoyed my video while I'm still looking for a... Screw it, I'll do that one later. But yeah. That's pretty much what I'm doing. So, it's the same thing for acoustic guitars as well. It's, yeah. Same thing for acoustics. Even though they're, less parts, though, to do. So, this one I only have to worry about is the, those, the straps. Let's see. That was that one was kind of kind of loose. So, and if depending on what guitar. So, depending on what guitar I did for the first one, I'm going to do another one with... So the first... So pretty much, I did do a full video of me doing guitar maintenance, so I might just do another one, but with a different guitar. So, until next time, everybody, stay tuned up and keep it rocking.